That's a game tire right there.
Start with an opening statement from Coach, followed by questions.
I'm encouraged by what I saw today. New Mexico is a very, very, very good basketball team. They dang near beat Cincy last week, who's obviously in our conference and one of the better teams in our conference. So it's really encouraging to go out, respond the way that we did based on our last game and a similar style of play and some length and some athleticism. So I was encouraged by what I saw today. I think we took steps forward. I think we got better. I'm not a moral victory person. At the end of the day, I'm well aware that we lost the game, but I think with this team we need to appreciate and stay positive about growth and improvement. And generally, when we've grown and improved in games, they've come out as wins. But today it didn't. But we absolutely got better today. We handled ourselves better. We fought through adversity. We made some runs. There was multiple times down 10. We could have shut it down and called it a day and just given up on plays and just let it go to 15 or 20. And we didn't do that. So I was proud of our fight. I was proud of our improvement. But this is a team, like I told them in the locker room, that everything matters. Every play matters. Every possession matters. Every free throw matters, and we had some self-inflicted wounds today that I believe if we controlled those things a little bit better, more of a game I feel like we lost than they won, if that makes sense. So, we're 17 for 27 from the free throw line. That's never going to be acceptable or never going to win you a basketball game. Some open looks we had from three throughout the game that we got to knock those down. So some things I think we can control, do a little bit better. I felt like we kind of let it slip a little bit from us and missed some easy opportunities that we could have, easily put ourselves in a position to win the game. But New Mexico's a great team. I think they're going to do extremely well this year. And, just proud of our effort, but ultimately, obviously, disappointed with the loss.
So, Nora starting, what went into that?
I'm a what have you done for me lately, coach? I mean, no one starts just to start. No one starts just because they've been starting. Nora had a great game in our last game. She was our most efficient post player. She had a really good 2 days of prep for this game, and so I reward that, and they're going to go battle it out this week for Wednesday's game, Same thing, T played great today. Doesn't mean she automatically gets to start the next game. She's going to have to practice well tomorrow and practice well the next day, and that's how we need to keep it very competitive from a practice standpoint, and everything is earned in our program.
Personnel, Samay only played 8 minutes today. Was that a decision that you made? Did she get injured?
No, it's just a decision I made. Again, some nights it's people's night, some nights it's not. From both an offensive and a defensive standpoint, when the ball's moving and flowing and there's a certain group on the floor, I'm going to keep it that way, right? And then when we're getting stops and we're able to keep people in front on the perimeter, I'm going to keep it that way with that certain group. So it doesn't have anything to do with what Samaya will be for us next game. It's just kind of how today went and the way that things flowed from a personnel standpoint.
They had some size inside. Was there any thought to going bigger, or was it an athleticism thing that you were concerned about, or were you just comfortable with who was on the floor?
Yeah, they had size inside, and then every guard position that they have, they were bigger than us at every position, and most teams from here on out will be, except for the exception of a couple. So, going big for us, I think, will help us at times offensively, but I don't think we're there quite yet where we feel comfortable just putting a huge lineup in, especially against other teams' guards. So could it benefit you a little bit defensively? Maybe, and we'll play around with some more things, but we're just going to be smaller, and we just need to put ourselves missing 10 free throws wasn't because we were smaller, right? So I still think we were able to be really effective with the lineups that we had.
Can you just walk us through that last play? It seemed like it was a little broken, but.
Yeah, I still think we probably could have executed what we had drawn, but it was a little bit of a funky alignment. Probably should have called another timeout there in hindsight, and I wish I would have. But it was kind of a smart move on his end. We need 3, and they gave us 2. But I think we panicked a little bit, didn't run it exactly how I would have liked, but I should have called another timeout.
T, your best game in a Wildcat uniform. What have you done working towards this point, and what worked?
Honestly, I just been patient, I'm not afraid of hard work or working hard in general. I just show up every day and practice, and I control what I can control. I take my opportunities, and I make the best of everything. So the biggest thing for me is to just go out there and do everything as hard as I can, be what I need to be for my team, and everything else will come, and that's what happened.
Turnovers in more than half, so 24 last game, but now 11. A little bit of a different style that New Mexico gave you from Southern, but just talk about kind of the improvement, getting the turnovers down.
Huge improvement. We had the boys beating the crap out of us all week. I mean, literally fouling us, hacking us, hitting us, pulling us, just because we didn't handle that physicality well. And I don't think New Mexico was as physical as Southern was, but I also think our mindset was ready to handle physicality today, even if they brought that. But we did a heck of a job taking care of the basketball. So that's the frustrating thing. We did a heck of a job taking care of it. We played zone. We followed a game plan. We forced them to shoot 36 threes. There's just some things here and there. Everything matters for our team, and we came up 3 points short. And I think there's a few things we could say we wish we had back.
Last time was your first time in Arizona having more turnovers and assists. This time you were back, to yourself. What was different for you?
Nothing. I mean, that's the game of basketball. There's some days where I'm gonna have off games, and there's some days where I'm gonna have good games. As the point guard, it's my job to take care of the ball, and last game was last game. But I mean, like Coach said, we were getting beat up all week in practice. I know exactly what my role is and what I need to do with the ball, and so that was what was at the forefront today.
How do you let or not let 2 losses kind of snowball into something more? You talked about kind of the improvement that you saw from game to game, but just how do you make sure this doesn't turn into 3, 4, 5 losses?
That's completely on them. I'm gonna continue to tell them the truth and challenge them and push them. Like I said in the locker room, as like kind of positive as our locker room just was, like we're on a 2-game losing streak right now. Point blank period. We are practicing tomorrow like we are desperate. And so, if we practice any other way tomorrow, then we just don't understand, that what every game means to this team. So I have faith that they're feeling good about the growth and the improvement, and I also have faith that they're going to be mature about it and understand that we just took a loss. And that's the reality of it. So practice will be first day of prep for Eastern Kentucky on Wednesday tomorrow, and we're going to get back after it. There's desperation after losses that you should be practicing with and talking about with your teammates, and just attention. They should be living on the free throw line these next 3 days. And so that's player-led a lot of the times. That's conversations they're having while they're tying their shoes, getting ready to head out to the practice floor. And yeah, I mean, if I got to motivate them to win a game after losing 2 straight, then I didn't recruit players with the correct mindset.
Thank you.
Thank you.